fill them in.
You want me to fill them in? I feel like
I can fill them in.
Yeah, you fill them in, bro. You're better.
So Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Talk to us, man.
Trailer drops.
Okay.
/ little teaser trailer, whatever, right?
What's up?
The Assassin's Creed conglomerate, primarily comprised of sweaty neckbeard boys who love history, have been pining for a Japanese Assassin's Creed. Okay?
Talk to me.
And the main character is revealed to be an African American male.
Black.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just trying to keep it to the facts, right?
Okay.
And people are losing their fucking minds, dude. How dare they not have an Asian guy as the main character of the Japanese Assassin's Creed? How dare they say out there? It is almost as if you took their waifu body pillows and threw them into a goddamn fire. Because, again, it's like, oh, they're trying to make it woke. Like, or this isn't accurate.
Well,
now,
he was a real person.
He's a real goddamn guy!
He's actually real. So
his name is Yasuke!
That is a bad argument because he's a real person.
He's a real goddamn... Jesus goddamn Christ! I'm sorry. I cannot...
He is a real person. Like, it would be different from, like... I wasn't a fan when I heard the stories of them trying to make Michael B. Jordan be, like, a version of Superman.
Sure.
And there actually is some, like, a black Superman right in the comic books. However, general consensus is Superman is Caucasian.
Sure.
And on top of that, he's like the face of America. Like, it just makes more sense that Superman is white. Like, I'm not with them trying to make Superman black, especially when there's already black characters.
So then where are you on the Assassin's Creed stuff?
We're about to get to it. So if they had made Green Lantern, like, if you're going to make a black hero, make Green Lantern.
Sure.
Green Lantern is black. Is it Jor-El? Am I saying his name right? Oh, you're not in the DC.
Yeah, DC.
Yeah,
but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's black. Like, there's an actual black hero. So, to go back to this though, how do you feel?
I think it's great. He's a real person. Like, it's literally like that was the big thing about like Assassin's Creed from the beginning. It was like historically adjacent, right? And this is like historically fucking pinpoint of the situation, and people are upset about it, and I can't wrap my head around why. Like, look right here, from 1581 to 1582 during the Sengoku period. That's when he worked with Japanese Daio Oda Nobunaga.
Nobunaga Oda.
Yeah, right.
I love Japanese.
There you go. It was retained, for a period of 15 months until Nobunaga's death.
Yeah.
Right? A real goddamn person.
Yeah.
Right here. He exists. There's a whole goddamn, not even just Wikipedia article, but like, that shit's in the books, my man.
Bro, obviously more important, but I guess it would kind of be like, if we're talking like hip hop and rap.
Okay.
And
Samurai Champloo, here we go.
You go documentary style.
Sure.
And we're finally getting our representation, and you go, Eminem is the...
I was gonna say, here comes Eminem.
That's crazy. Like, it would be like, come on, bro. Like, not to say that Eminem isn't a great rapper and it's cool, but it's like, bro, come on, bro. Like, we asking for a shot. So, honestly, I get it. I'm actually, as a black person, I'm actually not a fan of it. To be honest with you. I think it's a money ploy more than anything. I think they should have went the Asian route to respect
like Miyamoto Musashi or something like that.
Yeah, like, cause it's not to say that Yasuke is not real, but it's like, bro, come on, bro. You could have, like, this is our first game. Like, this is the first time in Assassin's Creed that they got their ninja like love. Like, show love to them. Like, don't pick the black character. And I think they chose it because they see the success of all the black characters. I think having, the Spider-Man movie, sensational. A lot of people wanted to go see it, but the movie paired with Miles Morales, obviously, the video game.
Sure.
The video game went crazy. And I think a lot of people know that not only just like the woke part, but a lot of streamers, like we, even in like pop culture, a lot of black people kind of dictate like what's cool.
Sure.
So if we gonna rock with it, people are like, oh yeah, no, it's lit. Like a lot of streamers, oh yeah, we're gonna check it out, we're gonna play, like, oh, let's play the black. Because we like, oh, it's a black, oh, let's go talk, let's go have, they're more interested and more willing to go try it out now. It's like, oh, we see everybody playing, they all having a good time, all streaming it. So I think it was a ploy, in my opinion, to get us to support it and to go check it out, because we gonna check it out and be like, yo, that's fire.
Right.
And because of that, I think most people gonna be like, okay, well, at least give it a shot more to help bring back the franchise. Because not that it like crazily fell off, but
sure.
Just sometimes stuff just kind of like comes and goes, even if it's a great game.
Right.
With Assassin's Creed Valhalla, like I don't think it was a bad game.
Right.
I think it was
There's
good.
a lot to that game.
It was just a long and a lot of it just kind of came and went, and I think they saw the success, one, of the Spider-Man movie.
Okay.
And 2, of the Spider-Man game itself.
Sure.
That like knocked it out the park, which, you know, you take advantage, and I think they're trying to take advantage of that.
Gotcha.
To be honest, with you. I do think they're trying to take advantage. So I'm honestly with them. Like I said, if somebody was doing a hip hop movie,
sure.
and they're finally giving we're like, yo, we've been begging for a hip hop movie, bro. Like, say less, man. And Eminem's the main character. We're gonna be like, bro, come on, bro. Like,
sure.
Even Eminem would be like, bro, come on, bro. Like, y'all could have chose.
I don't understand why people are so upset about it. It's not like they just like implanted somebody in there. They're like, he's black. It was like
that would be crazy.
That's what I'm saying. If they would have done that,
do
I would understand that.
People do it wrong.
Because like, what was it? Origins or whatever was in Egypt or
Yeah.
whatever, and it was more of like a Middle Eastern guy, if I remember correctly. Like that, I guess I understand. Like I do understand it. Not that I guess, but like, you know, the fact that it's a historical figure, like, all right, fine. Like, here we are. Like, game on. And I see what you're saying about, like, a ploy kind of situation. But it is a really fascinating story, too, about the way he came from nothing and rose his way up kind of thing. Like,
I'm not here to argue. It's
like,
a great ploy.
Like, I can't remember where he's from, but it's, like, not Japan. Like,
nah,
he ended up there.
Yeah,
right. And it's like, cool. Now I'm a fucking samurai badass.
Yeah.
Like, check it out, you know? And so, I don't know.
On top of that, I'll add, too, they did the Netflix show. The Netflix show was terrible. It was garbage. It was terrible. I'm actually into anime. It was a terrible show. Everyone that didn't even like anime was like, this is bad.
Right.
It's not good. But they also saw the hype it got.
Sure.
Because it was like, yo, is that a Black Samurai?
Are you talking about the anime Black Samurai?
No.
Oh.
There's actually Yasuke.
Oh,
on
really?
Netflix.
I didn't know that.
Anime show. It came out. It was heavily trashed. It was terrible.
Damn.
It was not a
That's
good show.
Unfortunate.
I watched it. Everybody was hyped to watch it, but it saw how the masses all gravitated to it. And it was like, yo.
I thought you were talking about Black Samurai with Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, no, that one is fire.
I was like, wait a minute, hold on.
That was
awesome.
That was hilarious. But this one is like robots. It's just not a good one. And you thought it was gonna be the story about him,
but it was like completely
off. It was just like some weird alien, some weird wild story. It was not it. But they saw. I'm pretty sure they noticed how much people liked it,
right.
How much people rocked with it. And it was like, yo, it got all that attention. They just messed up. Well. We seen what Spider-Man, like I said, I'm bringing up what Spider-Man did. It's like, yo,
that's a great example.
Yeah, and so let's not reinvent the wheel.
Sure. Let's
do this. And like you said, it's a fascinating story. I'm not here to say it's not a great idea.
Right.
I'm not here to say that it's not going to do what it's supposed to do, but it does, in my opinion, feel like that. And if, like you said, we're talking about Japanese culture, the most famous ninja, Hanzo.
Hanzo.
Yeah. So like, why isn't it Hanzo?
Sure.
Like that's a layup. Why is it? We're gonna do Assassin's Creed, which is a ninja. What is a ninja? What is a ninja?
Yeah, it's an assassin.
Why are we not gonna do Hanzo?
That's fair. That's a good point. I hadn't really considered that.
That's the only question. Why not Hanzo? If I'm gonna do a hip hop movie and I'm not gonna do Tupac and I choose Eminem, people are gonna be like, "That is
straight out of Compton," and one of them's just Eminem. Like, wait a minute,
bro. What are we doing? That's it. Like, or okay, I'll use superheroes, right? You like Marvel,
sure.
Like, if the first Marvel movie is Black Widow, what are we talking about?
Yeah, no.
What are we talking?
I still have a problem with Civil War.
Yes.
Not the Civil War, just Marvel's Civil War. Like.
What's the problem?
Because the way that those comics actually like work, and the whole like the Civil War movie was just about Bucky, and Bucky was just like a piece of that whole thing in the comics. It was not just like, I want Bucky to be free, and I hate Bucky because he killed my parents. It was like a whole different reason, like the Civil War started, and like the why they split, and so it's just one of those like storytelling versus like what happens kind of deal. So I thought this because Civil War is only 6 issues long. What was really cool is that all of the comics that were releasing at that time had their own like Civil War implant. Like everything just stopped for the Civil War outside of just the main storyline.
Oh, that's fire.
And so everyone like Spider-Man had his own variants and whatever of like what was going on in his life.
Perspective.
Yeah, the X-Men had one because they're locked up in X Manor with like being surrounded by Sentinels because they can't leave kind of stuff. Yeah. But if you start with Black Widow, back to your point, you start with Black Widow. That's not the place to go with it. Like I can see Iron Man being the kickoff to that. A Captain America movie being the kickoff to that. Yeah. Maybe not so much like a Thor or something like that. But
right, but like that's what I'm saying. Like that's the only thing though. It's like you like why'd you? It's just the fact that you're first. I think that's what everyone's more.
Sure.
Obviously, there's some people that are just like dicks. maybe a little racially motivated, but
Sure.
you know, it's just like starting off, like we finally show the culture, and he's black.
Sure.
What are we talking about?
I can see that.
I think that's just.
I just think that people are just so like hypersensitive about it. Like this story. This is like this part of the story. Like I don't know, man. Again, the Assassin's Creed horse has been very weird for very long as well. Like,
what do you think is wrong with? Let's continue. What do you think they can do? Because I really appreciate Assassin's Creed. They have long ass games, and they're one of the few people. Shout out them and God of War that really put their all into the game. And I think that's why they still have a very consistent customer base, even though I don't think they still sell like as crazy or as popular as they used to be.
Sure.
But with anything, people are gonna get dull on it a little bit. Like
I think it's just if you do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, it loses its luster. And like there was always like a little bit of a tweak, but it's like you buy like it's the same thing that we see with like a Call of Duty or like a Battlefield or whatever. It's like the same thing.
They've been around for what, 20 years?
So
20 years
it's got to be something like that.
Yeah.
But like it's so crazy to me that like, all right, cool, you're gonna do your cool little assassin-y moves. You're gonna jump off a roof into some hay, and like that's that. That's why when Assassin's Creed 2 came out, people were like, whoa, there's so much more. There's so much new. I'm not a big fan of like how do I explain this? Like the repetitive quest, where it's like, oh, we're gonna do this but just slightly different 20 times, so you get your skill point, and then you put that skill point into something else. Mm-hmm. Like I always think back to Black Flag, where you had to like chase the music note. You had to like free run and chase after the music note. Like, why do I have to do that 40 times? Yeah. Oh, I get a new sea shanty. That's, I guess, cool. But like ultimately useless. Give me the content of the game, and then don't. It feels like filler episodes in an anime, where it's like I don't need a shopping episode. I don't need the school carnival. I'll watch it. I'm there. They're not my favorite episodes, but I can do that. Just tell me the story. And so I think that's my biggest quality is that like Valhalla, we talked about. Yeah. There was so much goddamn stuff to do in that game. There's so much to it. What was it? Odyssey was the Roman one or the Greek
that's
one?
The one I played that too.
And like that one again, once they added levels, I think that's where like I just got lost. I was like, I can't do this anymore, man.
Odyssey was too long. Like I don't know how long the other one's on. Because I only played Valhalla for like.
Well, Assassin's Creed 1 didn't feel like it was that long. Assassin's Creed 2 felt like a perfect kind of length game.
I'm okay. I'm okay with. I don't know how to explain it. Like I appreciate it so much because we have so much games that like hold you.
Yeah.
So like a lot of people don't put their all into $60 games, and it's like, bro, like we spent $60 on this, bro. Like put your all into it, as we talked about last time. Like people try to update after.
Right.
But like I said, I remember I binge played Odyssey, and I wasn't even halfway done with the main story, and that's when I was like, that's a little much. Because I played it for like I was on my winter break, back home, finally could relax. Bro, I played it probably like 10 hours.
Oh wow.
A day for 3 weeks straight, bro.
Jesus, I thought you meant total. Okay,
like,
a day.
Bro, like locked in, bro.
Damn.
And wasn't even halfway done with the main story.
Yeah.
I'm not talking like completing the entire thing. I mean just the main story. I said,
yeah, what?
Nah, I need a break, bro. And I just never came back to it. Yeah. But I mean, you made some great points though. Like it's just a lot, like you said, like filler episodes. Like why am I always doing the filler episodes?
Well, the big thing I'm not into either, and this is what happened with Origins, the one in Egypt, the crossover content shit. I can't. And so like in Origins or whatever, the Egypt one, they had like a Final Fantasy crossover, and like if you completed the Final Fantasy mission that came out free, so you didn't pay for it, it was just there, right? Yeah. You got like a kick-ass shield and a kick-ass weapon and like a chocobo motorcycle mount or something. I'm like, dude, well, like, yeah, it's cool, but like, why? Like, but why? Yeah, but why? What is the? There was what? Where? Why?
Where does Final Fantasy connect with?
You connected it, yeah. You had to like climb to the top of a pyramid, and then like a laser came down, and like you got the Ultima weapon. It's like,
I just kind of understand.
Like you're slamming way too much into a game, and it's not even related. Like I can't even think of a Final Fantasy reference to Egypt anywhere, let alone I think it was not 14. I'm trying to remember what game was popping at that point because there's only been 20 of those now at this point.
Final Fantasies?
Yeah.
I never played that game.
You've never played Final Fantasy?
Nah, dude. I tried one time and I didn't like the combat.
You just don't like turn-based?
Nah, I don't.
I think you probably get down with 15.
I like more
hack and slashy.
Yeah, I like more hackers. That's why I like Metal Gear Solid with
Revengeance.
I think that's with the sword.
With Raiden?
Yeah. I love that one. That one's like more my speed. But like I just don't like the.
Oh, you haven't played Metal Gear Solid 5?
No, I don't like Metal Gear Solid because I played it.
It's almost offensive.
Can I show it actually? Actually, I'll show you which one it was. So because I didn't like. I own it actually. Where's Full? I didn't like Metal Gear Solid because should be in order. These are all B's still. Gosh, Lee, there's a lot of games.
Damn, you got a shit ton of games.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
You just download shit, play it for 10 minutes, and then walk away?
Yeah, pretty much.
Goddamn.
Did I pass it?
No, you're an F.
HIJKL and
MNOP.
Look at me. I'll
K
just
K
go to-
L.
Here we go. Mass Effect. Here it is.
Revengeance. Oh, there it is. Phantom Pins. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I was playing this one. What's it called?
Phantom Pins. Metal Gear Solid. 5.
Metal Gear Solid 5. So I was playing Metal Gear Solid 5, and then it got to the point where like I was like, okay, I can do a little assassin stuff, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
Like I'm locked in. But then it was like he started fighting like a horde of like I was like running and fighting the demons. Like,
Oh, yeah, it does have
and I was like, bro.
It's got that supernatural element to it.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, I can't win against them with this type of fighting. I'm cool.
Right, I'm good.
So I just didn't like that. So that's where I kind of was like, I'm cool. Like obviously you see Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Rated. And then I love Shadow of Mordor. I love.
That game's.
I love that game.
So
I think that game is.
The political side of that one too is cool. Where like if you kill one guy, the other one kind of like steps in, or you can like turn him into an ally to attack another one to like get stronger.
Amazing game.
It's such a good game.
I think it's an amazing.
And that dagger dash move where you could throw the dagger and then like dash to it across like the way, so you could like throw it into a guy and then jump to him, or like throw it to the wall behind him.
I remember that now. I think this game was. They needed to make more. I have no idea. They just made one and kind of stopped. I really wish they had made more.
Oh, there were so many guys.
I love Shadow of Mordor. I think it's one of the greatest games, and I think it's very underrated. I feel like people should show. I think more people need to show love to it.
Anyways, Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
I'm excited for it. I don't understand why people get so upset. It's like, look, it's a game. Like, enjoy it. Like, have fun with it. Yeah. As long as it launches as a complete game. Excuse me, like a complete game. You know,
it's gonna get it. It worked. Like, I think it was a W ploy.
Sure, that's a great way to put it.
I think it was a good ploy, but I
just don't think it's anything to be upset about.
I get it. Like I said, if somebody made like I've been asking for a hip hop movie and they come out with Eminem, I'll be hot.
Like, I was okay until you said that. I'm like, God damn it, that's a fucking good point.
Like, bro, that'd be crazy. Yo, you hyping up we hyping up X-Men and they come out with like. I don't even freaking know, bro. Like, I was trying to find somebody like
Ugandan Professor Xavier.
It's not Professor X. It's,
okay.
Like, bro, what Ugandan Professor?
Sorry. It's like, let me show you the way, X-Men.
Like, bro, if Nightcrawler was the first X-Men, what are we doing? And Nightcrawler's cool.
Nightcrawler's dope. Yeah.
He cannot be first. That's a crazy thing to do. Over Wolverine, Cyclops, Professor X, Magneto, we start off with Nightcrawler.
So would you rather he be like Yasuke be like a secondary character, somebody who shows up later in the story?
Yeah, I'm cool with him showing up later in the story, or like y'all go back and do him.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
interesting. Okay.
It's just the first is why, like I said, some people might be racially and be like tired of it. Because it's not.
They're getting woke.
Like he is
making the frogs gay.
He's a real character. Okay, I never forget. I was watching Gotham. Did you ever watch that show?
I watched a handful of episodes and then I just like stopped. I enjoyed what I saw.
Okay, so I like Gotham. It was
Yeah.
basically about Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
For Batman, which is really new take. I didn't like. It got woke. It got too woke for me, and I was like, I'm cool. Like they made the Penguin gay.
Okay.
For the Riddler.
I mean, get it.
Yeah, so I was like, that was like, why? And then they even like stopped it after a couple episodes, and they just like.
Then they were.
Yeah, they basically act like
it was
they just act like he just didn't like him no more, and he just was never. And they just like left it alone.
It was an experiment.
Like, like that to me is like
experimenting with evil and men.
Like, why'd you like make this character this like out of nowhere?
Sure.
But Yasuke is a real person.
Right.
He really was a black samurai, so. I think, but them just choosing him though was crazy. Like there's Hanzo was a layup. There was a layup for Hanzo. Just go Hanzo. He's the most known ninja of all time. Can you say his name again? You say his name way better than me.
Yasuke?
No, Hanzo.
Hattori Hanzo?
Yeah, they're just look.
Hattori Hanzo.
Yeah, everybody knows Hanzo. So like I feel like that was.
Miyamoto Musashi.
What are the gaming topics? That's a W topic right there.
I mean. Listen, I'm on that Tekken grind right now. You stopped by the stream last night, which is
Yeah,
cool.
facts.
Appreciate that.